Boruto Chapter 80 spoilers just came out, and Sarada has finally awakened her Mangekyou, and the time skip is also here. Okay, so Sarada unlocks her Mangekyou because Sasuke runs into her, and Sasuke's like, Mitsuki is bugging out. Mitsuki really thinks that Boruto, Kawaki, killed Naruto and Hinata. This is going to cause some issues, because some people think that this was not a natural way for Sarada to awaken her Mangekyou. But Sasuke is basically asking Sarada, like, what is going on? And Sarada is like, Boruto is good. Boruto didn't do that. And she's like crying. And then that natural reaction causes the Mangekyou to weaken. And Sarada is convinced that Boruto is good. And by seeing her Sharingan awaken, Sasuke then knows that her emotions are genuine and that it's not fake. And that what she's saying, she full-heartedly believes. Sasuke goes to Boruto and sees that he has his headband, and he doesn't trust his own memories because he knows that doesn't really add up, because Sasuke, 1, would have detected if Boruto was evil, and 2, he has his headband, so he kind of sees a sense of trust there. And the fact that Sarada was crying is basically an indicator to him that Boruto is a good guy and that his memories have been altered. I know I predicted that Sasuke wasn't going to be affected by Ada, which in a way he was affected, but he was able to detect that Boruto is good. And I think the real discussion is this conflict going to be resolved now or later, or the 3 of them going to run off? Oh, as well as Sumire. Is Sumire going to run off with them? Because the 4 of them are the only people that really know that Boruto is good. Earlier in the chapter 2, Shikamaru basically confirms with Ada that Boruto was the one who killed Naruto. And Shikamaru seems like he was almost pressured into believing that, because he seems like he's a little skeptical about the whole situation. After that, even Ada is asking Kawaki if he really had to go this far in Boruto and if there was like another way to handle this. But of course she's still going to abide to Kawaki, because Kawaki is going to double down obviously and think that this was the only way of doing it. I think you could definitely argue, like, is Kawaki's reaction here really natural? Though as the audience, we need to understand that they were really trying to portray that Kawaki is dedicated to Naruto himself, and he's willing to go to these lengths for Naruto to make sure that Naruto is protected and alive, because Naruto is the one that essentially gave him his whole life and gave him a new meaning to live. Some other key moments: Boruto fights Team 10. That is really sick. That is a sick fight. I hope they make it a little long too, so we can see some cool action moments there. I think it's basically alluding that flash forward that Boruto saw was really him in that moment and not Kawaki being hunted, which is a pretty interesting contrast there, a little bit of foreshadowing there. Momoshiki also tried to regain Boruto's body and keep him shut out, and Boruto overcomes that. I think that's a really key moment to show that Boruto is getting stronger mentally, and he's not the same kid he was at the start of the story that was faltering over every little obstacle in his way, and that he's mentally a lot stronger than he was before. And especially now, he's in the face of everything that's going on, he still has a face of confidence, which is a really key moment. And it actually states that Ada came in to apologize to Boruto, because I think Ada really is realizing that maybe Kawaki might be a little too crazy. I wonder where that route is going to go with Ada. Ada keeps on flip-flopping, it feels like, at times, and I still don't really know where her character is going to go. I feel like she's going to be one of those characters that really doesn't play to any side, a lot like Orochimaru seems to be in the second half of Shippuden, where it's not really playing any side and you're kind of just trying to work in a somewhat good to the world, but keeping your own interests in mind at the same time. Another moment too was that a really cool line is, Boruto smiles in the face of despair and says that he has the blood of his father, mother, and grandfather running through his veins. A shinobi who has inherited the will of fire. That is a cold line. That is sick. That showed Boruto is getting back to his roots. Boruto is getting back to what it means to be a ninja, being a member of Konoha, being a ninja of Konoha, and what it means to carry on the will of the shinobi is what Boruto really lacked, especially with a lot of the android-esque stuff and the robot stuff and the Otsuki. It lost that humanity a bit, and I feel like they're trying to dial it back and get back to that point where you can really feel influenced and empowered by these characters, and that they're not just super overpowered for no reason. So it says in the final pages, Boruto prepared for training to become stronger to face Kawaki. Code plans revenge, and Kawaki still wants to kill Boruto. So the time skip is next. Now, whether it's going to come out next month or is there going to be a break, I'm not sure. Maybe someone in the comments knows if they released something and I just didn't see it. But it's time for the time skip. And Sarada has her Mangekyou Sharingan. Like, that is going to be so crazy. I wonder, too, like, what is her Mangekyou ability going to be? And what's her Susanoo going to look like? And what abilities is she going to have that the others have that she might have or might not have? Like, there's so many questions to be answered. And her Sharingan looks sick, too. Like, it looks really cool. Isn't it weird? It's kind of like exactly how they predicted it was going to look in all the fan art. Maybe the fan art was made because they released what it would have looked like. But it looks really cool. Now, I was just thinking maybe her ability is to manipulate people, and that's why as soon as she activated it, Sasuke swooped in and saved Boruto. Now, I wonder, that would be interesting, but I see the real debate, it seems like on Reddit and on the forums, is if Sasuke swooped in to save Boruto because of Sarada's Sharingan, or because he realized when she activated her Sharingan that if she has the Mangekyou, she's definitely not lying and not manipulated. Like, these are real, genuine feelings. And I also wonder how long this time skip is going to be. Because you essentially have Boruto, who's going to be training with Sasuke, Sumari, and Sarada. Sarada just got the Mangekyou. Boruto and his control of the Jogun, I wonder how they're going to do that. I really feel like he should have activated it in this chapter and like be able to activate it at will so he can then train the ability. I don't really know how that's gonna work. The four of them too, is there ever gonna be a point where we get a flashback to this period of time and see how they were living, how they were training? There's so many things here too. Also, Ada, it kind of just says Ada comes in to apologize. Is Ada gonna be with them? Because that could be a way you justify how they managed to stay hidden, because if you have a character like Ada on your side. Also, who's going to be the Hokage? Is Shikamaru going to be the Hokage? Konohamaru, if he is the Hokage, because plot reasons, I guess it makes sense if you count the stuff from Naruto. But come on, like, Konohamaru cannot be no Hokage. And strength-wise, like, now Lee is probably the strongest person in the village, besides Kawaki. Maybe he's stronger than Kawaki with the gates. But, yeah, who is going to be the Hokage? Is Kakashi going to have to step in, much like how the third Hokage had to step in? That could be cool. I could actually see that being the most likely outcome, but there's so many more questions to be had, and Boruto did not mess up this chapter. I was so scared that after the last chapter, they were going to immediately revert some of the stuff. That would have been so lame. I see some people thinking too that theory on online has become really popular that maybe Boruto has Shiba Otsuki in him, not just Momoshiki, because of the horn. I see it a lot. I'm not really sure because his horn doesn't look a lot like Momoshiki's. Honestly, the Otsuki stuff is cool, but I want to get back to ninja fighting ninja. So if they kind of just keep it there at the side, and then maybe endgame, I understand you have to wrap it up, that you bring it back. But the Otsuki and android stuff can just chill out. I want to see ninja fighting ninja, and it seems like we're getting back to that point. So that's all I have for you guys today. We're just getting started. We'll stay consistent, and I'll see you guys in the next video.